This is Charlie Kao with Travel Mall TV at Focusrite Conference with Bob Diener, president of Get a Room. I should say Bob is and his partner are the founders of Hotels.com. So everything he's touched usually works pretty well. Good to meet you, Bob.
Well, it's great to meet you too, and great to be here at this conference. It really is. It's been an incredible conference so far with so many of the online industry leaders. It's been very productive.
What struck you about what's going on here that perked your interest?
Well, technology is changing so fast, and the way we do business online is constantly changing. The personalization is constantly getting better and better. The tools are getting better and better. The technology gets quicker. It gets more efficient. So bringing so many players into one room at the same time, it really gives us an opportunity, those that are leading online travel companies, to see what our competitors are doing, to see what our colleagues are doing, to learn from each other, and also to do a lot of business together.
And a lot of these new startups or people who are reinventing themselves, it appears to me a lot of them are more opportunities for partnerships than competitors. They're so niche.
Well, that's right. It's not so much that we have competition, it's more co-opetition. So there's plenty of companies that are in the same space, but we still find ways to work together because our expertise may be different than their expertise. So combining our strengths can make us stronger together. But it's very exciting to see young entrepreneurs in the space constantly innovating and constantly coming up with new ways to make the online world more efficient, to find new tools for travelers, to find new businesses that can be exciting, be profitable, that change the way things are done. And in the last couple of years, we've seen a lot of entrepreneurial companies that are doing a good job. Now, some of them will make it, some of them won't. A lot of it's in the execution. But it's great to see these young, dynamic entrepreneurs that are out there innovating and creating new companies and new online sites.
Let's talk about Get a Room. Tell us, what is that concept? What is that model? How's it going?
Well, we created Get a Room, it's about 2 years ago. And the concept was to give travelers new and exciting ways to book. And so we created a new model, which is called the unpublished rate model. And basically, we contract to get rates that are lower than what consumers see online in an opaque type of way. Now, the way we offer our opaque product is that consumers sees the hotel, they can do all the research online. But in our call center, we can often offer them a better rate, and we hide the rate. So consumers will call us to ask if we have a particular hotel in a certain market, and if we have an unpublished rate there. And we'll tell them, yes, we have an unpublished rate. So you know what the lowest online rate is. You know this rate is going to be better. We'll tell them approximate range of savings, but we hide the price. And by hiding the price, we keep it opaque. So consumers don't know ultimately what they're paying. They know they're going to get a better price, they just don't know how much. And so by hiding the rate, we're able to keep it opaque. Nobody knows what it is, but the consumer knows they're going to get a great value. We're also able to upsell a consumer in our call center. It's a great way to build a business because we build loyalty with our customers. We have a very high close rate, so everybody's happy. The hotels are able to move their product in a new market. Consumers get a great value, and of course we earn the spread on the commission on the product. So everybody wins all the way around, and overall it lifts the boat because there's a lot of consumers out there that want to find a better deal. They want to find a better way to book, and they keep searching and searching and waiting and waiting. And so our product is meant to get them to act, to purchase now because it's a good value, because they're getting something better than what's in the marketplace. They don't know exactly how much better, but they're getting a better deal. And the consumers like to get values, they like to find new ways to book. And so we're creating a whole new market and a whole new way for consumers to book travel.
Is the conversion rate a lot better doing it the call center way than having a lot of people come to your website, click, search, go to another competing site?
Right, so our conversion rate in our call center is more than 10 times our conversion rate online. So people say, Bob, it's counterintuitive. You spend much of your career pushing people on the internet and lowering expenses, so why are you going backwards? Well, we're really not going backwards. What we've learned over time is that an internet business still needs to have a backbone and a call center, and consumers like to have a call center. So we're really integrating the two. Most of the work is done online, so we push customers back to the site if they want maps, they want directions, they want more information. And our typical customer does their research online first. It's typically a savvy traveler. They've gone to several sites, they've spent time on our site, they've looked at the hotels, they've narrowed down their choices, and then they're calling us to see if they can get a better value. Well, that gives us the opportunity, number one, to establish the relationship with the customer. And so the customer has an agent they can call back and they can have as a regular contact. It enables us to get to know the customer, to find out what their preferences are, and to build a regular customer base. And it also enables us to upsell that customer. So someone may call for a basic room, but we'll convince them to book in the oceanfront room, or to book a suite, or maybe to book a more expensive hotel. That's still a great, maybe a better value, but we're able to do that because we have them on the phone. And once we have them on the phone, since we're offering great values and great service, we're much more likely to close. And we close at very high rates in our call center.
Any metrics or numbers you can share with us in terms of bookings or volume, that type of thing?
Right, well, we're growing so fast, and we're growing at triple-digit rates right now. So every month, our volume is much higher over the previous month. We are adding markets. We're right now contracting in ski markets. So we have several ski markets in Colorado live. We're in the process of adding Utah. We're going to add other ski markets in time for season. And we're going into secondary markets, mainly in the U.S. as well. We do have a team in Europe. They're continuing to contract additional hotels in additional markets. So we're out there in a very active way expanding our product.
Excellent, excellent. What do you see going on out there in the whole hotel distribution space? In that, we all know there's online booking, negotiated rates, whether it's be marketed your way or some other way. Will it change much in terms of what the hotels are willing to give as wholesale rates, if you will, to the OTAs?
Well, here's what we see going forward. I mean, there's several changes happening in the marketplace. I mean, number one, we're working hard with our hotel partners to change consumer behavior to book in advance versus last minute. So we're doing a lot of promotions with our hotel partners to convince consumers to book in advance. So that will range from advanced purchase rates. So for example, purchase your hotel 14 or 21 days in advance, and you get a better rate than if you wait till last minute to book it. So many of our hotels are working with us to do special promotions for booking it in advance. Also time-sensitive promotions. So for example, here's a great value for stays later in the year, but you've got to book it by midnight tonight, or you have to book it within the next, say, 48 hours. And these kind of, short time sales are very effective for properties because people see that, they need to make the decision. Because what's happening now is people just keep shopping. And we know people go to many sites to look, and it's hard for a consumer to make a decision because they think maybe the rate will be better tomorrow. So by being clever in their promotions and being innovative and convincing the consumers that, hey, here is a great value, but you've got to book it now. And by doing those type of promotions, hotels are able to book more consumers in advance, fill up a percentage of their rooms, and then they can raise their ADR as they get closer to check-in. Because it's not that great for a property to have a low occupancy as they get close to check-in and then lower the rates very close to check-in. It's a much better strategy to build up their occupancy in advance and then raise the rates as there's less supply and more demand closer to check-in. So we see more of those creative type of promotions going on. We see a lot more personalization going on, so knowing what the customers want. So for example, if we know that we have a customer that likes a 4-star property, has traveled, say, to Chicago 4 times in the last year, travels during certain seasons, we can really craft the personalization to that customer to give them what they want and to market to them the right type of properties, the right time of year, the right destinations. And we see more and more of that customization and personalization going on as we go forward.
Are you doing some profiling when they're calling in the first
Yes.
time
Right. So
and
that's
asking them what they do, what they like?
Yeah, so that's something we're doing now, but we intend to do that much more extensively going forward and to get a much better profile from our customers. Because the more we know about our customers, the more we can personalize it. The more we personalize it, the more likely we are to purchase.
And I suppose a tool like a channel like Facebook, anyways, where you can get the profile, that kind of profile is helpful as well, I suppose.
Right. Well, we're very active in social media. We expect next year to be a much bigger year for social media, because it's not only getting their profile, but it's all their friends.
Yes.
It's the whole network. And of course, people love to talk about a deal they got. And if someone got a great value with this, we encourage every customer that we have on the phone to, once they're pleased with the rate and they got a great value, to go on their Facebook account and tell all their friends about it.
Bob Diener, president of Get a Room. Always exciting, whatever you're doing, so we'll be tracking it. Thank you.
It's been great talking to you.